Welcome back to Taz Tuned. My name's Ryan, and I figured it's about time. I've had a lot of new viewers from the Torana content, from my Torana or Dad's Green LH, that I sort of introduced myself, tell you how I ended up with a couple of Toranas, how I ended up liking Toranas, the story of this car, how it came to be in my life, how I rebuilt it, and the name and a few other things. So Taz Tuned comes from, my father's name was Tasman O'Hara. He raced bikes back in the 70s and used to do a bit of work building bikes, building engines and that sort of thing. So he had a little business called Taz Tuned, which he adopted for a while, gave up bikes when I was born, then we took up go-kart racing and he built go-kart motors. So he had Taz Tuned for the go-kart engines. He passed away, 2010, so nearly 14 and a half years ago now. He had motor neuron disease. And he helped me build this car. We finished it and got it on the road about a month before he died. So I got to go for a couple of drives with him. He helped me do a bit of the welding, some of the panel work and that sort of thing. So that's like a really sentimental car for me. On the other hand, this one is just as sentimental because he bought that brand new with my mum in 75. And it's been in the family ever since. And I recently just finished putting a 202 back in it to get it back on the road, just so Mum can drive it. So yeah, that's kind of how I got my interest in Toranas. I also have an LJ Coupe that is going to be my son's or my daughter's, that's been off the road for a long time now, that I used to daily drive when I was about 20. I lived in Sydney and used to daily drive it. And so the plan is to try and rebuild that with my kids reasonably soon. Hopefully I can start on that. So we bought the Torana for about $5,000 in maybe 2007 or around then. The engine was out of it, but it was otherwise complete. Needed a full resto though. So this is the original colour. It was this colour when I got it. It's Royal Plum. It's a factory 253 4-speed car. It's now got a 308 and 5-speed. And yeah, so we paid $5,000 for it. It got sandblasted. I did, myself and my dad did all the bodywork, all the paintwork, every bit of mechanical, electrical, everything. Never sent it to anyone for anything other than getting the first sort of blue slip check. We don't have a lot of idea of what we're doing, but we're sort of pretty handy people that could have a go at anything. So the paint's not perfect, but it's like a 2-pack. Like I said, I painted it probably 15 years ago now, and it's still looking pretty good. There's a couple of tiny little spots of rust coming through, but that's it. Did all the rust repairs myself. Dad actually helped with the doors. He did a TAFE course, pedal beating course, and took them in, and they helped sort of repair them in there. The front guards had bits replaced at the bottom. There, the hatch had to be sort of all replaced. Yeah, lots of stuff was fixed, and yeah, it's been good. So that's kind of how this car came about, and in the rest of this video I'm going to show you just a bit of a timeline of some photos over the last 15 years of where the car started and where it's ended up now. It's had a few engine refreshes, new block. If you've watched one of my other videos, how I split the block, so it's got parts from the original engine and parts from new engines. So yeah, that's the story. I've nearly finished getting this back on the road, this green one, so I can't wait to go cruising that. Sort of still putting together a video on that, so subscribe if you want to see more of that. And I'll throw up a little shot of my red LJ Coupe just somewhere here. And yeah, that'll be getting started sometime soon. That'll just be probably a 202, but I'm thinking maybe a blow-through turbo setup. I've still got my old turbo kit from my boat, which you can see there. It's got a Crossflow 250 in it. And I had a blow-through E85 Holly 500 turbo setup on it, and pulled it all off, and it's just hanging about, so it might as well go in a car and be on the road. So yeah, sit back, watch the little progression of the Torana over the years, and enjoy. And if you enjoyed the video, leave a comment. Share with me your memories about Toranas, because I find everyone's got some sort of a memory for a Torana for a family member, or one they used to see in town or whatever. So yeah, thanks for watching. Enjoy. See ya.
it's alright. Riding around in the breeze, well, it's alright. If you live the life you please, well, it's alright. Doing the best you can, well, it's alright. As long as you lend a hand.
You can sit around and wait for the phone to ring, waiting for someone to tell you everything. Sit around and wonder what tomorrow will bring. Maybe a diamond ring.
Well, it's alright, even if they say you're wrong. Well, it's alright. Sometimes you gotta be strong. Well, it's alright, as long as you got somewhere to lay. Well, it's alright. Every day is Judgment Day.
Maybe somewhere down the road away, you'll think of me and wonder where I am these days. Maybe somewhere down the road when somebody plays Purple Haze.
Well, it's alright, even when push comes to shove. Well, it's alright, if you got someone to love. Well, it's alright, everything will work out fine. Well, it's alright, we're going to the end of the line.
Don't have to be ashamed of the car I drive. I'm just glad to be here, happy to be alive. And it don't matter if you're by my side, I'm satisfied.
Well, it's alright.